Good afternoon, everybody. How you all doing? You all doing good? Enjoying your week, hopefully. For the most part, anyway. We're back with Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. And I've moved this, what we were working on last time, the story mode one, I think, because there's a big story to it here. Look, hey, I'm coming in, blah, 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 blah. I think we ran through it. Should have, last time. So, I'm hoping, I'll put a starter motor in. I'm going to put a fuel pump. Okay, right, fair enough. So much for that plan. I moved it over here because I thought it was the fuel filter. I wanted to run it through the test track, so let's get that fixed. Make sure it is. No, I gotta wait. There we go. Gotta wait. This says fuel pump, doesn't it? Doesn't say filter at all. I checked the oil. There's plenty of oil in the moment, so I don't have to worry about that. So let's do that. That used to bring up my inventory. That button there, it's not doing it anymore. That's the shopping list. Okay. That's interesting. Still got the stuff from our project car on the shopping list, but that's not bringing up. That's not bringing up no. I know what I've done. Hang on a second. I've got to alt tab out. I know what I've done. I've still got construction going on next to it. Also getting our place painted as well, so hopefully the noise won't come in. This is going to be a bit of a pain too, because I have to leave this on now. Don't worry about that. I've got to go into big picture and do PlayStation configuration support. Because I turned it off. For reasons. Right, so now I've got to minimize. No, that's not what I want. Minimize this. I can't turn it off, which I think is silly that I can't turn this off while our game's running. No idea why. At all. So hopefully it's changed colour. So when I do that, there we go. Well, that's a lot more sensitive too. Alright. Let's take that off. Hang on a second, I've got PlayStation actual things coming up. Not the Xbox one. Look at that. That's going to confuse the heck out of me because I'm used to the Xbox ones. Huh. Weird. I don't know why it's done that all of a sudden, but it has. Alright, let's buy that. Anyway. I've got a funny feeling. I'm going to check my storage. I might have one in storage. Whoa, that sensitivity is over the top. How do I bring up? I'm sure that was to bring up that button there. That button there. Oh, I'll just use escape. It's got to be like that. Controls. Control it, gamepad. Hang on. Gamepad. What are the options? Gamepad, keyboard and mouse, gamepad. Okay. So where's the sensitivity? Camera sensitivity? Maybe I'll turn that down to say 70. Thing with that. Save it. Oh, now it's gone back to the Xbox. No, it isn't. Came up for a bit then, didn't it? Oh, I went in there for a reason. A little bit better. See if I had a fuel pump. If I did, that would be here because it's under the car, isn't it? But it's me we're talking about here, so it's a good possibility that I've put it in. No. This one here. There we go. Look at that. I can get that off the list. Knew I had one. Actually knew something for once. Not only did I know something, I was actually right as well. Right, let's put that on and see if we can't start the car up. Right, let's move it over to the test path. Alright, have to do it the old-fashioned way. Let's start taking stuff off. Right, so I guess that's a yes. That's a yes for repairing in it, definitely. We've got a whole bunch of stuff down here that needs to be done as well. Let's start taking this off. So we've got a whole pile of stuff. We don't know what's wrong with it yet. That's why I want to take it onto the test track. Test path, not track. But I do know there's a crankshaft issue, so we're going to have to take this all apart. So anyway, which doesn't really matter. I mean, if I get the engine fixed, hopefully it'll start. And then I can take it on the test path to find out if there's anything left that we need to find. What condition? They're in good condition. I'll repair whatever I can anyway, whether it wants it or not. Because I'm that kind of mechanic. Drumming up extra business. Type of mechanic. Doing things you didn't need and charging you for it at a exorbitant, a competitive rate. That's definitely going to need to be repaired. That's going to be repaired as well. Let's get that out of the way. Let's get rid of everything under 30 at the moment. Oh, we know what we got to do, right? We've got to empty this. Get it out of here. Ah, that's right. The game I can have my chat overlay up on. Alright, that looks like it's in an okay condition. Take it off anyway, just in case. That's in good condition. In fact, I won't take it off unless it asks me to. I've decided. Oh yeah, my most favourite bit's taking all this garbage out. No, I want that. Give me the rocker arm. Spark plugs look alright. Mind you, I ran the electronic meter through it. So, would have told me if they weren't. Theory has it. That's what the salesman told me. So, I don't know how much longer we've got to go with this. The plan is to get everything, all the skills unlocked, and then we'll be moving on to Dyson Sphere. Back to that, finish off the second half of that, of what I was doing beforehand a few months ago, in fact last year. Okay, so we've got some valve rods here. I say some, all of them so far by the looks of it. Maybe not that one. Oh, we're going to need to take the manifold off. Spark plugs are out. Once I've taken them out, they will be. And yeah, So I can't remember how many cars, or if we've got cars out there to fix as well, but hopefully this will give us enough cash to finish our little project off behind me. All that one up there, and then we got the other one after that as well. Out in storage. And how much cash we're going to get for that? Better be a lot. Who wants to be a millionaire? Everybody. Especially the people that say, no, not interested in money. Well, the rocket arms seem to be okay, it's just the valve. The piston should be alright because I did a compression test. And the only thing came up with that is the crankshaft. Aussie, yeah, you matey. How's things? What are you saying no to? $1 million. No, I want the... Yeah, it's going alright, mate. Started off cold. We're in single digits this morning in the temperature stakes, which is really weird for this time of year. So maybe we're just seeing an effect of the volcano in Tonga. There's an eruption putting all the stuff in the stratosphere or whatever it is. Gonna cool things down for a bit, and then we'll get a bit of acid rain afterwards, and eventually it comes back to Earth. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about, by the way, anyone, with that, if you probably would have heard, everyone I would reckon would have heard about the volcano in Tonga that went up. It's still going up, actually. But it's under the water now after that big explosion, and because it threw up so much acid stuff, it ended up in the, I think it's the stratosphere. So it's stuck up there. So it's in between the atmosphere and the stratosphere or something like that. I can't remember the words at the moment. I haven't taken the oil out. I have now. I wanted an oil change. That's the way to do it. Yeah, and what happens is the material that the volcano is throwing up in there gets stuck up there for a while and eventually will come down. It's a bit toxic. That's why it's being acid rain, as they call it. But the material up there has a don't know what it is, but one of the materials reflects light or heat. So as it sort of spreads out across the sky there, it's going to block off a little bit of the sunlight or the heat coming in from the sun, so end up being cooler. Now, the last time that sort of really happened on a large scale was the volcano before Krakatoa. And Krakatoa is really well known because when that went off, it was a huge explosion, but it was in the time... Oh, I thought it was like, oh, I'll take that off while we're here. At the time, it was just after the invention of the telegraph, so word got around about it. But a year before that, there was even a bigger explosion from another volcano in Indonesia, because you didn't get to hear much about that because at that time it was just before the telegraph was invented. So that one caused what was known as the year-long winter. It even snowed in the US during summertime, in places that normally doesn't snow anyway. And that's the type of effect it is. Yeah, the rate now, I thought that was just in Queensland, but I just saw in Duxori's thing that it's all down the east. That's why I didn't ask him how he was, if he was all safe, because I don't look at the news and stuff. I just heard about it from, I think, Pedro. And I thought it was just Queensland that it was happening to. That's all the way down the eastern seaboard, basically, of Australia. There we go. Which is not good, is it? We've got to take the gearbox out. So put a starter motor in. Hey, Pedro. Of course, it's Thursday. Late start for you. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, no, but I mean, I think I saw something briefly, a news headline or something like that, and that's when I first heard it. But I'm pretty sure on that, it just said Queensland as well, so. But, yeah, all the way down. Oh, it's lucky we took this out, because we've got a flywheel to fix. Oh, really? Well, I'm going to take the extra pistons. I can't. Well, I suppose that makes sense, aren't they? Because that's, yeah, okay, fair enough. I get your point, game. I get your point. I see it. I agree with it. Let me get to it. Then. Oh, something came out. Oh, no, it was that. Let's have a cursor on there. Yeah, a pretty earlier start, but right side, you know. It's better than starting at 8. I'd you'd finish earlier, wouldn't you? You're starting at 8. In theory. Oh, maybe it was because of that. Of course I had to take these off. There's something else that needs to be repaired. Maybe the game was making another point and I totally missed it. No, you still don't want to come out, and why? What is your reasoning now? Have I missed one somewhere? Oh, there's something here that's... I can't see anything coming up red. So, I don't get... Can't take that out. Normally it comes up red. Oh, it's got the... Right, it's got a change. Right, fair enough. Okay. That's a great start, isn't it? Behind the water pump, yep. Thanks, Pedro. And it's lucky we took that as well. Right, hopefully it'll come out now. Right. There we go. What condition's that in? Is it going to tell me? 92. So, let's go repair stuff. If we can. I'm sure we'll be able to repair some things. After all, it's a bit of a restoration job, this one, isn't it? take your word for it. Can't read it. This is a Hellcat, that's what they call this. But it does, I know what you mean. Anyway, like I said, we started off, it was 9 degrees this morning. Which is weird, but I think we're currently at about 25 or something like that. Right, let's see what we need to actually buy. That, 2 of those. Clutch plate, oil filter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these. Will I remember that? Well, I'll remember 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'll make it 16. Replace them all, eh? That one's near enough. Alright, let's do some shopping and some repairing. Alright, first off, to the tablet. To the shopping list. So it'll be that. Get rid of it, thank you. That as well. That. Two of those. How's our money looking? Pretty good actually. For the moment. Clutch plate. Oil filter. 16 of these. I probably got some of these in storage. Wasn't it 2 of those? Pretty sure it was both of those that were... Unless I repaired one. And I've now spent money I didn't need to spend. You know what? We'll find out. Now, what's the minimum? 89%. Ooh, okay. Well, this is going to be interesting. Which one of the... How many was there? 3, isn't there? Isn't there? There's one there. Isn't that one there? Yeah. Okay, which one? Never mind, I must... Yeah, I repaired one of them, didn't I? That sorts that problem out. Right, we've got to put the pistons in. Yeah, Pedro, giving me your knowledge. Wasted on me though, I have no idea what you're talking about, to be honest. But doesn't mean it was a waste. Someone in chat might appreciate that piece of tidbit, that tidbit of information. Right, I've put all the pistons in. Now I'll do what a real mechanic would do. Have a sip of his coffee. Right, done that. Put another part on. Have another sip of my coffee. Right, for my favourite bit. Wake me up when I'm done. These valve push rods. I just don't know. Maybe because it takes a bit of time. I've never liked doing this. And maybe because there's so many of them. I've got to do 2 per piston. And they're generally in V8, so I've got to do 16 of them, don't I? Right, well, at least it's done. And let's put this together while we're here. Not because it actually needs to be done, we'll just do it because we're here. The water pump back in. I think I've got to replace the fluids as well, so it's nice that I remembered to take the water out this time before I took that off, but I forgot about the oil. Swings and roundabouts, doesn't it? When it comes to me, I'll remember one thing at the cost of forgetting another. But like I said, we'll put this all together. Clearly, I can see something that needs to be repaired more there, but I'll still put it on the test track. The front suspension cross member needs to be repaired, but we'll see if there's anything else. Actually, come to think of it, is there anything missing? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we won't have to, because I'm guessing that'll be 1. Because it's got the question mark. Well, it's not telling me anything. And maybe the bushes. I see, yeah, that'll be another one there. So maybe it's just some bushes are there as well. Save me a trip. I won't have to worry about it. I reckon we'd get a good amount for this, doing this as well. But, you know, we're only doing it because we want to have money to fix up our other cars. Well, at least that one over there. Once we've done that and solved that, we're going to have enough to do the other car. And then some. Actually, how's our XP looking? I reckon at some point you should somehow be able to get double XP at a certain point, at a certain level. What level am I on? Level 22. Yeah, so why not at level 20? Or can't I get like double XP for each bit of this? Technically, since I'm doing the same thing over and over again, you'd think I'd get less XP. Because I've already had the experience of doing it. And here's me asking for double. Now, I suppose my argument there is, well, I've done it enough, so I'm doubly good at it compared to what I was when I first started, so I can even double the amount of XP. Diminishing returns. Pretty much. So maybe they thought of that and went with the compromise. We'll just keep it at 1. Right, spark plugs are back. Covers back on here. I'm almost done with the engine side of things, I reckon. Let's put some spark plugs in over this side. Or we can leave them out, send it back to them and charge them extra for making their V8 more economical. Tell them it's industry standards the government has decided now. Less emissions, and I've done it the cheapest way possible for you. Would you believe it if a mechanic told you that? Think I could get away with that? If I put everything on. Looks like it, doesn't it? I gotta put that on obviously, but I think that's everything up the top that needs to be done. No, I've got to put some oil in it. Some water in it. I'll do that while I'm thinking about it. Because I'll forget otherwise. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. I might... alright. We'll get back to that. Put a pin in that one. Pop crackle exit. Okay, flywheel. Not letting me put the sump back on. Right, where's my coffee? I better drink that before it gets cold. There you go, I'm getting good at this. I can do up some bolts while drinking my coffee. In fact, I might try that again. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, I did a better job that time. Now that's everything back on, can I put this? Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Hey, they want those back on as well. Don't know why. Sure there's a reason. Problem is it's shortening my labour time, so which reduces my labour costs, doesn't it? The amount I can charge for labour. Get the job done quicker, I charge them less in labour. So there you go, efficiency doesn't always have its benefits. Now I can put the sump back on. I did put the starter motor, yeah, okay, so everything's now back together. So let's take this off, because